What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gung-Fu Super Bros podcast, the number one podcast for Kung Fu martial arts movies. Damn it, I always fuck up.
That's a Mexican
and pop culture. Yeah, it is. English is my second language. Hey guys, what episode is this?
This is 76.
76. Yeah, Manny, we still have them and we're at 76. Believe it or not, we're still going. All right. What sport champions for the year 1976? Are you proud of me, Enrique? I remember how to do this today.
Yeah,
sport champions of Stevens. Who won in 76?
You want, which sport do you want?
You know, we don't really
Baseball.
care about football. Everything else is really much important.
Baseball.
Uh-huh.
Baseball, 76.
Okay.
It's probably
The
the
Yankees.
Cincinnati Reds.
The Red Machine.
Yeah.
The big red machines,
Yeah.
huh? Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, all those guys. Okay. All right, Stevens, this is what I really want to know now. Who won the Kentucky Derby that year?
The Kentucky. Give me just a second. Just a second.
I'm joking. Hey, Abarca, say hi.
Hey, what's up, folks?
Enrique,
Hi.
super producer Stevens.
Hi.
And remember, my name is Ivan. You can see another beautiful face on the screen, and no, we're not talking about ourselves. We're talking about our guest today. Returning guest, the originator. There is none greater because this is the second time. The first returning guest we've ever had. You might know him from Snowfall. You might know him as a dangerous man. I love that they put that as a title on Cobra Kai. You might, that's your title.
That's my name
The
on
Dangerous
Cobra
Man.
Kai.
I love that. That's your name. Also, we have him on Queen of the South and very excited. I know Enrique is because he actually got me onto this. He is coming up in Power Book 4, Force. Manuel Eduardo Ramirez, aka Manny. I know him. How's it going, Manny? How you doing, man?
Just here, man. Chilling, enjoying life.
Chilling. All right, man. And you brought something back with you, which is the movie that we're doing today, part 2. So we're talking about sequels. This is the end of, what is the title of this month, Abarca?
Sep-seq-tember part 2, The Happening.
There you go. Sep-seq-tember part 2, The Happening. This is the last sequel that we're doing for the month. We did nothing but sequels, and we ended off with a very interesting sequel. But before we talk about this sequel, we want to find out. And look, we're not trying to take credit for anything that's happened to you.
Yeah, we are.
Because you've been.
Yeah, we are. We're taking 100% credit here.
We're just saying that after you were on the number one podcast of Kung Fu martial arts movies and pop culture, you got Cobra Kai. And we're just trying to say that maybe
You guys started my
the
momentum.
rub from the podcast. No. We're not saying all that. We're just saying that maybe the Cobra Kai is
Cobra
the
Kai.
reason why, man. But nah, Cobra Kai. Yeah, we're just taking credit for Cobra Kai. Everything else is you. Cobra Kai is what we're taking credit for. So, man, since we last saw you, though, honestly, you've been doing big things since we last talked, man.
Let us know, Manny. Let us know how it all played out.
When did we record this last time? Do
I
you
think
remember?
it was June, July of last year.
Of last year, though.
Of last year.
So it's been about a year
June,
and a half.
July of last year.
And you've been actually doing.
I've been just working, man. I mean, right after we did the podcast, I went on ahead and I booked Snowfall. And when I booked Snowfall, a week later, I booked Cobra Kai. So I ended up doing Snowfall out in LA.
Wow.
Well, we were in Lincoln Heights. That's where we shot that. And then Cobra Kai, I was out in Puerto Rico for a week. When I got off Cobra Kai, the industry kind of closes for the holiday vacation. So we closed from, I want to say, the 22nd to about January 8th. So there was no work. You know, we're all at home enjoying our time off. And then I come back, and it takes about a month to everything to start picking up again. But we're not booking anything. The funny thing is we're not booking anything. And we go a whole month, and I tell my manager, I say, hey, I need a big agent. Because we didn't have an agent at the time. And she's like, yeah, well, they're not looking at new clients right now. You're going to have to wait until the summer. Well, you know me, I'm an idiot that doesn't understand the meaning of no. So I put together a fake email with a name, Oscar Zamora. And then at the end, I put can do management. So I start pitching myself to all these big agents as my manager's assistant. And I'm pitching myself as my client. Okay. So, I get a couple people to respond and said, there's conflicts. When they mean there's conflicts, they got somebody that looks like me on the roster who's a working actor. And this one talent agency, Innovative Artist, ends up reaching out to me. He tags me, he tags my manager, and he tags one of the main agents named Melissa Hutchinson. And she looks at my stuff. He goes, you got to see this guy. So she looks at my stuff and she's like, I love you. I want to set up a meeting with you. And I said, okay, cool. So we set up a meeting the week after. She loves me. Everything goes great. And she tells me, I just need 4 agents to hop on your team. And she goes, and I'll sign you. She goes, I don't see it not happening. So she goes back to all the agents, a roster of like 32 agents. And only her and Josiah want to represent me. Nobody else wants to represent me. They're like, nope. She comes back to me and she goes, I was only able to get me and Josiah. She goes, but I'm going to take a chance on you. I believe in you that much. I feel like you're going to be a star. And she's just painting all these beautiful things about me. We go 2 more months without booking anything. And, and I'm like, damn. And they stopped sending me auditions for like 2 weeks.
Just like we're taking a break.
Yeah, we're taking a break. He's
okay.
not booking. We're taking a break. So I'm down to my last $1,000 in my bank account. I've gone through all the equity that I had. I had like 50 grand in equity. And those 50 grand had to last me up until, I want to say, mid-May. I'm down to my last $1,000. My wife's scrambling. She's all scared. She's like applying 24/7 everywhere. And my friend calls me on a Monday and he goes, I need you to help me with an audition. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. He goes, did you get it? And I said, for what? He goes, for Power. He goes, if you audition for this, you'll book it. And I looked at the deadline and it was an hour from our last conversation. So I call my manager and I say, why didn't you submit me to Power? And she goes, I sent you the breakdown. You never answered. I figured because there's nudity, you didn't want to do it.
Oh, Manny's dong on TV. I've only heard stories of it.
And I'm like,
you should have led with that, Manny. You should have led with the dog, man.
Bro,
this is also the more podcast about dong talk. If you didn't know,
they fired me at first sight. I'd be like, no, wait, you gotta play with him.
I want to know about the Power fluffer. Okay.
So I looked at.
Okay, so you got an hour.
I'm on the phone with her. I said, you need to submit me right now, ASAP. She goes, okay. Gets off the phone, submits me. We go past the deadline. Tuesday, I start thinking to myself, you know what? I got to practice all these lines because I'm going to get an audition this Friday. So I memorize the lines. I'm walking around. I'm driving around fucking doing these lines, memorizing these lines, building the character, how I'm gonna audition. And Friday morning, we get our Power audition. Saturday, Rosa and I kill it. I mean, we kill it, bro. And we submit it in. I look at Rosa and I go, they're going to call us Monday to tell us we have a producer session. She goes, how are you so confident? I go, because this is mine. I can feel it in my gut. This is mine. Monday, I get a call at 1:30. The producers want to meet me. I was like, okay, cool. She goes, I'm going to set it up for Thursday at 2. I said, perfect. They send me this fucking scene. It's like 4 pages of dialogue, and it's just me. 4 pages of just monologue after monologue after monologue. And I'm reading this, and I feel a little intimidated. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I can do this. Like, this is a lot of work. So I start breaking it down. We start doing, Rosa and I start practicing everything. And she's like, you're changing a lot of it. And I said, yeah. I said, because it's not written street enough. I go, it's too proper. So I do my changes. I kill my audition with the producers. And I mean, it's nothing but praise coming from Gary Lennon, coming from Lisa, coming from Brittany, the casting director. And then Gary's like, when we seen your audition, when Brittany seen your audition, she immediately called me on the phone, said, stop what you're doing. Get into your emails. You need to see this guy. This is me that's got to see it. So then we finished. They're all like, we love you. We'll get back to you. We need a couple days to decide because it's between me and another guy. And I was like, all right, cool. So 3 days go by. Comes Friday. We don't get a call yet. My agent calls me. She's all like, don't worry. We'll find out by Monday. Monday, me and Rosa are on the hike. Probably gone through $400 of that $1,000. You know, we're down to $600 already.
Closer.
It's just dwindling. You know what I mean? Dwindling.
Yeah.
So we're on the hike. We're at the very top. We get to the bottom. My phone starts ringing off the hook. My manager's like, where the hell are you? I was like, on a hike. She's all like, you need to be by your phone 24/7. She goes, hold on. Let me key in Melissa. And then she gets on the line and she's like, you booked it. It's yours. She goes, now we're going to go through all the hard part. She goes, and you don't got nothing to worry about. You just wait. I'll send you your offer. She goes, I'll negotiate everything for you. And that's all she wrote, man. I'm booked power. We're heading down the stretch to the 9th episode. Got about 5 weeks left. And then on to the next one until we have to come back next season.
That's awesome.
Wow. Okay. So you just to give people an idea, because I think too many times when people like see this, it's kind of like, oh, he got in right away and he made it happen. How long? Because you told us last time, but how long of a grind has this been for
17
you?
years.
This part.
17 years.
All right. So if I start now,
Start
now.
On TV,
60 years old.
The first thing to their mind is, oh yeah, he made it out of nowhere. No, I mean, I didn't start working until my 40s. I'm like Samuel L. Jackson. I didn't work in my 30s.
Whoa, hey.
Just
Yes, you are. We gonna hold on to that like train, bro. We gonna jump on that, baby. Damn, dude. That's true, because he started when he was late as hell too. But you really haven't started at 40.
No.
You started way back.
I didn't start really. My career really took off in my 40s. That's when I started booking. Now I'm the other guy. In my 30s, I was the one that was getting passed up. We went in another direction. Now I'm officially the other direction. Because in my 30s, they would say he's too young to play the dad, and he's too old to play the guy in his 20s.
the high school guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. You're that tweener age. Yeah. Okay.
And then once I got my 40s and I started growing out the beard, it's like, you want me to cut the beard? Don't touch the beard. You'll be fired.
Really? Damn.
Yeah,
you look
Yeah,
older.
so because it gives you that older
You gotta
look,
look
and then,
dangerous.
like the little gray here, they love that. And, I mean,
You got to look dangerous,
pepper.
right?
Yeah, so
You're talking a dangerous man right there.
dangerous
So,
man.
yeah.
And you know what?
You gotta look
The
dangerous.
original name was Alan. That was his name.
Alan?
Hey, vato. Like, how fun. That's kind of funny, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alan?
That was his name.
Yeah.
Alan.
But hey, bro, he was a dangerous man, bro. That's kind of crazy, dude. I might have to let Miriam know that. That's
the
wild,
original
dude.
name
That's
was
crazy,
Alan,
man.
and they ended up just going with Dangerous Man.
Yeah. Abarca took a picture of it and he sent it to us. I'm like, hey, he's a dangerous man, bro. That's awesome.
That was fun.
So, okay. We got a bunch of questions, but before I want people to know, and Enrique, I think you probably do the best job of this. So the part that you got is for Power Book 4 Force. Enrique, honestly, like he's the one that told me, dude, you need to see Power, bro. You need to see Power. And I was like, really? Cause you know, that whole kind of like mafia, mob kind of like vibe or whatever. Right. But I totally did and loved it. I need to jump on the books now. I'm not on those, but, Enrique, you've kind of been keeping up with everything, right? So like, just to let people know, man, like that Power Book Force, like what are we talking about here? What is this? Cause it's its own like Marvel universe, right?
Yeah. So it's a universe, but they all kind of entwine with each other. Like, book 2 is a continuation of what happened after Ghost, after the kid killing his dad and Tommy letting him live and him now getting into the drug game. Damon.
Spoiler alert, John's not going to watch it.
Spoiler alert.
My fault.
John's not watching it. No, we're good. They should know by now, man. They should know by now. All right, what up? So what is your
50 cents character?
Yeah, exactly.
And then Power Book 4 is after Tommy fakes his death and leaves New York, he's making his way to California, but he makes a pit stop in Chicago. Yeah. Okay. And then when he makes that pit stop in Chicago, he sees that he can establish a empire and everything he had in New York here. So he ends up setting up shop here. And I don't want to, if you guys haven't seen season 1, I don't want to give you any spoilers, but it's really good. It's a really good series. And now our captain, our showrunner, is the original showrunner from the original Power. So it's taking us all the way back to our roots. And this guy is phenomenal. Gary Lennon, like the dude, I don't think I've met somebody more gangster that doesn't look gangster at all. He looks like he'd be related to Stevens. But his backstory,
maybe.
This man was a gangster. He was a G. Like, I admire him. I look at him, I'm like, damn, dude. I go, I came from the hood, and I look like I came from the hood, and you're more gangster than me, Gary.
That's fun. And so people know what does a showrunner do?
The showrunner is basically the captain of the ship. I'm the captain now. He's the captain of the ship. He approves everything. He's like the main writer. He goes in there. He gives you the outlines, and he's just guiding you. He's guiding everything. All entities coming from everywhere. That's what he's doing.
Okay. The
quarterback. There you go.
He's a point guard. He's the main guy. Okay. All right. So I know we have questions. I'm going to start off. Here's my first question for you. Let's take you back to Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Why did they film Mexico and Puerto Rico? And you could totally tell it's Puerto Rico in the show. Like when I looked at it, I was like, that ain't Mexico. And I remember you telling us, but it really did it. Like, I mean, for people that don't know. But like, I looked at them like, maybe like it's Veracruz, maybe.
I think that's what they were trying to play it off as Veracruz.
Cancun, like Cancun, something like that, maybe.
Yeah. What it threw me off is the Australian dude in the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
They wouldn't let any Australian fool be like stealing people, and like I wouldn't last too long out in Mexico. Bro, I'm telling you right
They're gonna make you disappear. Like, no.
Yeah. So why do you think the show chose to go to Puerto Rico?
If I had to pinpoint it, I would say the incentives and production cost was much cheaper in Puerto Rico than it was here in the U.S. And trying to get something that looked like Mexico. I don't think many people want to go work in Mexico, because of the dangers out there. I don't know if you guys remember the location. Narcos got killed out there. Yeah. So I think they were looking for something along those lines that kind of looked like Veracruz. And they were just like, well, let's just go to Puerto Rico. And then they found this little dive bar and a bunch of Puerto Ricans and passed them like Mexicans.
Wait, what? You were the only guy with Mexicans like in that?
I was the only Mexican guy there. On that table. Everybody else was from Puerto Rico.
When I watched that episode and they go to the MMA gym, I'm like, that wouldn't be an MMA gym. That'd be a cockfighting ring. Like, everybody knows, right? Nobody gonna be like MMA fighting in Mexico, bro. That'd be roosters. Like, let's be real. No, okay. So how long was that process? Was it just a day?
No, they
was it
flew
a week?
me in. They had me there for a week and a half. I was on the island for a week and a half. I didn't do much. I just stayed in my hotel, went to the beach, went to the pool, worked out, just kind of just kept to myself. Every time I'm on set or I'm working, I kind of just keep to myself. I don't explore the city. Just try to keep my nose clean, But when we drove to set, it was one of the most beautiful things. It actually looked like Mexico because there was all these changarros, like little food joints. And they were just sitting there and they were just cooking. And I'm like, on the side of the road, nothing but palm trees, but just vendors. Look like downtown LA or what is it? Sunset Boulevard during the Dodger game. All the hot dog and tacos vendors. And it's a beautiful island. It's a beautiful island, but it's not Mexico. And you could tell it's not Mexico. But, the industry is evolving, but it's still like, are you Mexican? No, I'm Puerto Rico. We're Puerto Rican. What part of Mexico is that from? You know, that's how we are.
So you're Mexican adjacent. Okay.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation that like, it's so funny because, it was talking about Marvel, right? And, we have a buddy at work and she's like, oh, you guys got one. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, yeah, Bad Bunny's, in like Marvel now. I'm like, that fool ain't Mexican. That fool don't count. Like, it counts for Puerto Ricans, but it doesn't count for us.
Yeah.
Like, you got this blanket of us all.
We got the guy on Black Panther.
Yes.
We got him.
Oh, whoa. No. Now the big one, dude. The big one is, Gael Garcia Bernal. He's going to be the werewolf by night.
Really? Whoa.
So yeah, he's
got Luna. He got his own.
Well, that's Star Wars.
On
but
Disney,
yeah.
on Star Wars.
Yeah. But the original Mexican in Star Wars is Chewbacca. Everybody knows that because everybody has an uncle who's named Chew.
He's the original Mexican.
He was a Mexican. Yeah, he's the original Mexican in Star Wars. But now, okay, crazy. Okay, so then, how long you were there for a week and a half? But like you know, we were talking before the podcast. You were there for a week and a half. How long did you work on it though? Because you said like I worked 2 hours. Like how long did you work on it?
3 hours. That was it. One day.
Week and a half, but 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. It took 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because I did 2 takes, right? I'm doing the takes. We do the first one. And they're all like, on this one, he goes, let's not curse. Because we don't know if Netflix is going to go with the cursing. I was like, okay. And then he goes, all right, now do whatever the hell you want. I was like, all right, he goes, play. So I did 1 take. He's all, okay, 1 more for safety. We did 1 more take. Okay. And I was like, he goes, that's a wrap. And I was like, we only got 2 takes. He's all like, oh no, I got what I needed. You were great. Thank you. I was like,
wow.
Okay. And we were done. 3 hours.
So that's it. Your week and a half.
My week and a half is done. 2 hours.
Wow.
3 hours.
Interesting. Okay. So now, was that scene hard to do without cussing?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was fairly easy because when I auditioned for it, they gave it to me in English and said, translate it. Yeah, so every character that I played, whether it's been Snowfall, Queen of the South, Cobra Kai, Miguel Garcia on Power, the Spanish, that's my Spanish. I rewrite the entire Spanish.
Then you're not handed a Spanish.
I'm handed
version.
No, on Cobra Kai I'm not. On Snowfall I didn't. Queen of the South, my character was supposed to speak more English than Spanish. I changed that. And on Power, I'm handed a script with Google translation. I believe it's Google.
Yeah, those are horrible.
What?
Yeah,
and that's horrible.
It said ustedes, vosotros.
Vosotros.
Yeah.
It's not Spanish, it's Castellano.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I have to go
now
just refix it.
So now, we're jumping around, but that's totally fine. Is your character in Power Mexican?
Yes. He's Mexican. There's Mexicano.
Is he also dangerous?
Yes, yes.
Good.
Fuck around, find out.
Fuck around, find out. Dude, okay, so, and I don't know if Abarca said that. This is a true story, guys. This is fucking crazy. I working with students, right? I had this kid, freshman year. She was a good kid. She ends up getting expelled. Dumb, stupid stuff. Comes back and she has a sweater on. It's 100 degrees outside. And I'm like, why do you have a sweater on? She was like, they told me I can't show my tattoos. And I'm like, what the hell are your tattoos? This kid was barely a junior and a female student. And she said she had fuck around, find out, bro. My God damn, bro. You made a life choice with that tattoo. Like you're not going to be a doctor. Like, at that point in time, you're just not, bro. Like, you're not gonna it was wild though. But yeah, as a junior, man. And it was huge, dude. Fuck around, find out, bro. It was crazy. So, okay, now let's jump over to Snowfall, man. Snowfall, first off, did you see a real tiger?
No, that was all.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
We did not have no real tiger. It was all.
That was not a real tiger. Okay. Then how did you get mauled? Like, is that just you falling over?
I don't get mauled. I get hit in the head, but Do I die or do I not? That's the question. You know what I mean?
Do you know? Do you
No,
know?
I don't.
Do you know something?
Like, I'm like, well, am I coming back? Season 6? You know, like, bring me back, give me a job. I'll be off power. I'm going to be unemployed. You know? But so the guy that gets mauled, he jumps and he's just rolling around screaming. And, you know, supposedly the lion's on top of him. They said, you know, the lion's coming from here. When you hit the floor, act like you're being mauled. You know, the guy.
Okay, but the camera's not even on him.
You know?
That's funny. Okay, all right. So how was that, man? How long were you on the show for Snowfall?
Snowfall was, I want to say 2 days. 2 days.
That's it.
2 days. That was it. That's what it took to film my entire scenes. One was a night shoot in Lincoln Heights, and then the other one was a beauty salon in Lincoln Heights, where I have them tied up. And my wife tells me, "Don't leave a mess for me to clean up." It was very cool. It was beauty salon in Lincoln Heights.
How interesting that you had more in Snowfall, and it was just 2 days. You had less in Cobra Kai, and it was a week and a half. Is that just me?
I think it was
Snowfall's a tighter show.
You know what I mean? Because I was originally supposed to fly in, work the next day, and then fly back. But then they called and said, we need him here longer. And my manager was like, okay, does that mean he gets more money? And they were like, yes. So they gave me a manager bump. And I was like, okay, cool, weird. Nice bump. You get to stay in a hotel. I get per diem, and let's take it. I get to work.
Now, and just comparing the two, like being on Cobra Kai and being on Snowfall, is it different sets, different vibes?
Oh, yeah. Completely. I mean, anywhere you go.
What were the differences?
What happened?
What were like the major differences? What did you notice?
It's more colorful on Cobra Kai. You know what I mean? And it's more like a darker atmosphere on Snowfall.
Okay.
Everyone was great. You know what? I've been blessed on every job. I haven't had to work with anyone who's been a jerk.
Wow.
But I'm talking about the best set that I've worked, and not because, you know, I'm on it, but Power. These people are like a family, dude. Like, there was a tragedy in my family. They gave me the time off to go, and they sent flowers.
That's cool. Oh, that's
cool. So that's the kind of family. It's like, man, I've never felt like I was in a family the way I do on Power.
Interesting. Okay, so let's talk about Power then. We were making this joke, but and again, I'm assuming this is all new to us and stuff, and you know, but like you like an athlete right now. You got a contract.
Yeah.
Right?
You get a contract when you become a series regular. You get a contract, and it's for so many years. Whether if they don't get picked up, you know, they go 3. They don't get picked up, then they void your contract. But yeah, I'm in an obligation contract with Power for.
So it's not as good as a baseball player contract, because those fools signed for 10 years and they suck for 8 of them, but we still had to pay Albert Pujols. We still had to pay Albert Pujols no matter what, bro. Interesting. Okay, so if it doesn't get picked up, contract gets null and void, but you have a contract for X amount of years.
You have a contract on a year set up, and if you're a fan favorite, and what I see in Power, you could be a fan favorite and it still kill you. Power is all about the story. If you're dead, if everyone loves you and is going to be mad and they're going to jump up in arms, they don't care. They're going to kill you because it makes sense. That's the beauty of a series, because you want to make sure the fan is getting the best out of your writers. And if you have to kill one of the main characters, then you kill one of the main characters to push the story along.
And I think that was the big draw of the first season,
Everyone
the
died.
Ghost season, because that was the thing is like he's the main character and he's the complete badass in the story. As the season's going along, he's getting his way. Yeah, there's trouble here, there's trouble there he has to deal with, but he's like the badass that always survives.
Yes.
And the fact that at the very end they take him out, and not only do they take him out, but his own son takes him out.
And that's the thing. They don't pull no punches on Power.
then it leads to the second season, right? Where, like you mentioned, Manny, where it's a follow up. When now you see the story of what his son is dealing with after the fact. Mm-hmm. And then Tommy, and I have to say about the great thing about the series you're involved in, Manny, is Tommy is one of those characters in the first season that you kind of fall in love with. Yeah. I don't know, just something about him, his look, the way he talks, the way he acts. He's just a badass. He's just a badass character. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the fact that now they decided, another spinoff off the show, and there's another one, right? With 50 Cent's character.
Kanan.
It's, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. And so, but this one being around, going around telling the story of Tommy afterwards is very, very intriguing. And I'm happy for you, Manny. Congratulations. Because I'm excited because I'm a fan of the show. I try to get Ivan on the show going on it. And the fact that now you're part of it is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So
it's great.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sikora yesterday, Tommy Egan. And I was telling him, I'm just like, man, working with you can be hard sometimes because he's so, he just improvs, dude, some funny ass shit because that's how Tommy is. Tommy's like oblivious to everything. Yeah. And he just says what's on his mind. You know what I mean? Like you'll be doing this and then he'll hit you with, we were doing a scene and he had something in his hand and he walks in and he looks and I run my line and he goes, here, it's a bomb. And I was like, dude, you just don't do that. Like, I'm trying to be mad at you. But that's how Tommy is. Okay. He's very oblivious to everything. He'll tell you something funny at the wrong moment, but he won't hesitate to pull his gun out and shoot you. He's that badass. And I think that's why people fall in love with him because of how Tommy is, how he talks, how he acts. But he'll pull out a gun and shoot you, and you just don't know.
When you went out for the show, Manny, were you aware of how big the role was?
Yes.
How much of a
I knew
part?
exactly how big the role was. I knew it was going to be a major player in this universe in this particular book.
Yeah, that's cool.
What's been your favorite scene shooting so far? I mean, whatever you can say about it.
Man,
what's been
everything.
Like you're like, dude, that was awesome.
Everything. Yeah, I can't give out no spoilers because if the producers hear me say anything, I'm gonna get.
Okay, no one listens.
I was gonna say, if your producers hear this, bro, we made it.
No one listens to this podcast, Manny. I hope you know that.
We're big in Asia. We're big in Asia.
We are big in Asia.
But
we're big in Asia. Asia loves us, bro. We're so big in Asia that we're gonna do a live podcast at like 4 a.m. just so they can tune in, bro. That's how we know where our bread is buttered. But yeah, and hey, like if you want to, man, you tell Tommy, hey, are you into Kung Fu movies, dog? Because I know this podcast, bro. We're gonna send some stickers your way. We want to see them all over the set if possible. That's what we want. All over the set if possible. Trailer. Everywhere if possible. No, like without giving too much. Is there an episode that you're like, bro, this is the one that's been like my favorite?
You start off and they got you doing some shit that you're just like, whoa, that's like on some cartel shit, Yeah. And then they up it with something else that's bigger and it's still on some cartel shit. So every episode is just topping the one before. Like,
have you had a chance to work with Tommy Flanagan, the guy from Sons?
No, I have not. I hope I do, dude. I had I had breakfast with him. We had a cast breakfast, and I had breakfast with him. Coolest guy. I always wondered if that Irish accent was something that he played. No, that's actually how he talks. He plays American.
Nice.
Oh wow.
The guy with the scar on his face?
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like the main mob dude in Chicago and from the first season.
In Power Book 1. In Power Book 4 in the first season, he's Walter Flynn. And he's the one that runs. He's basically the main pipeline of Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's Irish.
But you haven't been able to work with him yet.
And in real life, he's Irish. I was waiting for him to have an American accent, and then he started talking, and nice to meet you. I was like, oh, dude, you really are Irish.
Okay. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. What has been maybe a because okay, so you said this show's different. It's a better, you say it's just the family, the whole vibe, but is there something else that's been surprising? Something you didn't know, something you didn't expect while you're filming, just something they do differently that you hadn't like really dealt with before?
Just besides being treated like, you know, you need some water. You want me to go get you water? Like it's royalty treatment. I've never had it. It's royalty treatment. And sometimes you just gotta bring yourself down to earth. Like me, I'm a very humble person. You know what I mean? I'm very thankful. And when they're like, can I get you anything? I'm like, no, if I get thirsty, I got 2 hands. I can go get it myself, you know? But yeah, it's just, it's different levels to everything. And right now I'm at one of the top levels, and it's just amazing.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Just don't expect Rosa to do it.
No,
bro.
Rosa brings me down to earth. She still makes me clean the bathroom. Yeah. I tried to give her a maid. She was like, no, you got 2 hands. Go clean the bathroom. Okay.
So what on an average day, you're right now, how long have you been out there filming? And you guys are filming on like live in Chicago,
right?
I've
been out here since the second week of May.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, you've been out there for a minute, man. Dang, been away from the family.
Well, no, I fly back and forth. When I'm not working, I fly home. I had
So on an average, you've been there since May. How long are you working on like a day? What does a day? What does a week look like? How much are you?
I'm working anywhere from 2 to 3 days every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. So that's why let's say I work the beginning of the episode, I work the first 3 days. On that 4th day, I book a flight and I fly home to Yuma. And then I come back 2-3 days before I have to be here because we got a corona test. We got a corona test. We got to get 2 negatives before we can go on set. So let's say if I work all 5 days, I get tested all 5 days.
Oof. Okay. Wow, dude. They're still being super careful about that. Huh?
Yes. And you know, we still have to wear masks on set. I don't because they darken my beard in certain spots, and I just put on a shield so I don't smear the makeup all over my face and look like a damn clown.
So you got that shield action going on, bro. You extra out there.
Flying around like
awesome. That's very, very cool, man. That's awesome. Okay. So then you say, you got about a few weeks left.
We got about 5 weeks left.
Of filming right now. Okay. And what does the off season look for you? Are we talking about a year, months?
6
Do you
months.
not know right now?
Right now, from what I hear,
6 months.
6 months. We come back next May. Yeah, next May. So March, I got to come out here and go house hunting in the suburbs.
I was going to ask you that. So are you thinking you're making the move out
We're
there?
We're going to do
like,
6 months, or just 6 months in Chicago, 6 months in Arizona. We're going to, Chris,
okay. So you're going to be going back and forth.
So to bring the kids, we'll pack up all the.
Are you allowed to book another show?
Turtle, pack up the rabbit, and try to leave the kids back. But that probably won't stay.
Oh, because like because your mom and dad are out there, right?
Yeah. My mom and dad are out there.
Okay. So you're thinking maybe for so they can just finish up school at least?
No.
Like,
what they're going to do is
like,
they're going to finish school. I'm going to fly out there as soon as I have to be out here. And I'm not going to fly. I'm going to drive out here. I'm going to pack up all the pets in the truck. I'm going to drive out here and then get settled in. Once they finish school, I'll fly back and I'll drive back with Rosa in her car. So she has a vehicle here too.
Okay.
And we'll be out here 6 months. Cool. Jordan, my son Jordan, will play football out here for the time being. And then in October, once we'll head back to Arizona and they'll go to school out there.
Wow, dude, that's crazy, man. It's big things, big changes.
I got to have my wife with me, man. It's depressing when I'm out here by myself, and I'm connected to the hip with that woman. So,
well, I see you decorated your apartment, bro. So it's just that wall behind you. It's all white. It's all like you're just living in the apartment.
That's why I'm buying me a Frenchie, man. I'm gonna buy me a Frenchie. That's gonna be my travel buddy.
Okay.
Buy him a little backpack.
That's gonna be your.
And then when I come to him, put him on my back, and him sitting there, my Frenchie on my back.
You're gonna be like 2 Chainz. You're gonna be like 2 Chainz. You gotta get one of those expensive Frenchies, bro. All right, I see you. Your support animal.
My support animal.
It's gonna be your support animal. That's dope, man. Well, okay. So now during the off season, are you still grinding, trying to find other stuff?
So,
like, are you still
right
finding
now,
stuff right now? How's that going?
Right now, I'm in contact with my agent and my manager, like on a weekly basis. And, whatever it starts coming up available in November, because right now for television, they're only casting things of what's working in October. And since I'm signed exclusively to Power during the time that I'm filming Power, I can't work anything else. So I can't just take off and go do something. So I have to wait until the season's over, and then we'll start being submitted to things. But right now they're putting up the packages together because the way it works, agents put packages together and then they pitch to their casting directors or who they work with. And then they open up your package and maybe a movie with Stallone, maybe a movie with Arnold, Eugenio Derbez. Oh, man, that'd be
Don't you mess with my heart, fool, and say a movie with Stallone, fool, because I'll pass out right now, fool.
I would have loved to have been on Tulsa King. I don't know if you know he has that show, Tulsa King.
Yeah.
But
Enrique was talking about it.
It's filming while we're filming, just like Yellowstone. Oh my God, I would love to be on Yellowstone. That's a dream. Kevin Costner.
Okay. Interesting. Now, would that ever be able to happen? Or like, is it one of those things where it depends when it films?
Yeah, it all depends when they film. It all depends when they film, unless they want you so bad and they would have to come to Stars and negotiate with Stars. But I don't see it happening because you have to have your undivided attention on this particular project because it's so big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've all heard these stories, right? Of these big actors that lose out on these like once in a lifetime opportunities that like, oh, this guy was supposed to play this guy, but just couldn't do it. He was already signed up.
Yeah, he was obligated
else.
to do something else. So that you know, once you're in the off season, it's free will. You know,
it's a free game.
You start doing everything, and I mean, I'm looking forward to the off season. I think I'm going to have a very, very successful off season, and then after that, come right back to Power and kill it again. But I'm hoping, awesome, because I work for Lionsgate, I'm hoping that I get on the movie with Eugenio Derbez.
That'd be dope, man. Is he kind of exclusive to Lionsgate?
Yeah, his distribution deal is through Lionsgate. So every movie that he does, it's distributed through Lionsgate.
Okay. So that's maybe one of the things you're going to go try to like.
Oh, definitely. I'm going to have them push me as hard as they can. Like if they're auditioning, I'm going to have my agent put together a package and send it in.
That's awesome. That's cool, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I think the last one I saw with him was the one was it on Apple TV?
Was it Valet?
I think he had one.
Yes.
Valet. Yeah, man.
He's hilarious, man. I love everything that he does. He's a funny guy.
His commercials are funny, bro. Like, I mean, I get it. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's really, really cool, though. So, okay. Anything you watching right now? Anything you've seen recently that kind of like, you know, because again, we talk about all the crap we watch and stuff right here, man. I mean, we on everything and anything, but like, is there anything you recently watched?
I think the last thing that I watched
that was awesome, like
a new season of, was 1883. Did you see that? The prequel to Yellowstone?
The prequel to Yellowstone. I have not. I've been told it's really good though.
God, man. What's the name? I always forget his name. The cowboy guy from
Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott.
Sam
Elliott is great. Mm-hmm. He is great in that. Yeah. Even Tim McGraw killed it. Mm-hmm. Killed it. Even his wife. I mean, I cannot sit here and tell you anybody was weak. Even his wife was super bad in that. Okay. But it's an amazing series. Taylor Sheridan, I hope I get to work with him. He's the creator, director. He's one of the actors on Yellowstone, and that's 1883. If you haven't seen it, you've got to watch that. Or Mayor of Kingston. Have you seen Mayor of Kingston?
I watched one episode and I thought it was really good. I don't know why I haven't went back, but yeah, that's the one with the jails, right?
Yes, with
Hawkeye. Yeah. Yes. Okay, man.
It's an awesome series. Those were the last two things that I've seen. Because you know me, I'm just like into that gangster world. Anything that has to do with gangsters or cowboys, and that's Yellowstone. Yellowstone's a little mixture of the gangster life with the Wild West in modern times.
Okay. Yeah, man. We talk about this all the time. There's so much stuff out there now, bro. It's like you have to like
pick and choose,
kind of weave your way through it. Yeah, man, and be choosy. I gotta tell you guys, that Vicente Fernandez show on Netflix, bro.
Did it drop already?
Is it good?
Yeah. Look, I'm like 3 episodes in. I will tell you, I started the first episode. It was too soon. Like, I legit had to like step back a little bit and be like, cause dude, he's trying to
it's Jaime Camil, right?
And it's Jaime Camil, LAFC fan, Jaime Camil, you know, season ticket holder, just like us, Enrique. Jaime Camil.
We're just the same, just like him.
Same, we're basically the same. Jaime Camil is Vicente Fernandez, and he does a scene. He doesn't sound like Vicente. Yeah. He doesn't sound like Vicente, which I thought they were just gonna pump Vicente, but no, it's him singing, bro.
Oh, wow.
It's him singing, man. Yeah, man. And it's good. You can tell they spent money. And what I found out is,
it wasn't like the Jenny Rivera one?
Well, I think Univision had the Jenny Rivera one. And the family said, we don't okay that one. The one we're okaying is the Chente one. So the one on Netflix. The one on Netflix
but
is,
you know what?
Netflix
puts a lot of thought into their series. I mean, I think they did a phenomenal job with the whole nautical universe. From Pablo Escobar to the cartels in Mexico. I thought it was a phenomenal job. Which at first, for my preference, I didn't think Diego Luna was going to pull it off.
Oh,
and he blew my mind away. I was like, dude, that dude is a phenomenal actor. Hopefully I get to work with that.
Yeah, because his character, like his transition, right, where he's just a regular dude. Like you almost can buy that more than anything. But then, so like you said, you don't really buy him being the main dude. Yeah. But he actually pulls it off. He does pull it off, and he's really
that
good.
He goes from being a cop to being dead. Like I just where I believed it was when he walks in to meet with the guy from Guadalajara, and he tells him, 50-50. And then he goes, no.
Oh,
he goes, 70-30. No, 80-20. 90-10. And then he tells him, te vas y mucho a chingar a tu madre. And then he just shoots him, dude. I was like, okay. Yeah, maybe. I think so.
I love his last scene and when he's in jail and he's like, you think you did something because you got rid of me?
Yeah.
You're going to see, I kept everybody in line. Yep. You guys are fucked now. Like, basically, like, you fucked up putting me in jail.
Yeah.
Because I kept everybody in line.
Good luck, I kept that federation. And now everything's going to splinter.
You got to deal with everybody. Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happening.
I'm kind of bummed out it was over. I wanted it to keep going, man.
I just think they didn't have, like, where do you go from there? They already did 2 El Chapo series. You know what I mean? You could go into El Chapo. So that's
what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think what they did, they broke off Narcos and they're going with the Griselda Blanco. That's their next series. The producers and writers from Narcos went on to do Griselda, where Sofia Vergara plays Griselda Blanco.
Really?
Yeah. I auditioned for that.
Oh, okay. You heard it here first, fools.
Did you ever see Cocaine Cowboys?
I know what you're talking about, but I did not see it, though. I know what you're talking about. That's a Miami one, right?
You got to watch it. It's like a documentary. It's really good. I auditioned for the role of Rivi, which was Griselda Blanco's right-hand man. But that big old beard, you know, I have a big... Right now, I have it trimmed because that's how I have it for a show. But normally, my beard is like down here. And the guy was clean-shaven, and I refused to cut off the beard because that's the only reason I work. So I was... They love me.
The beard.
It's the beard, bro. It's the beard. They love me. They paid me for a week, and then they let me go. They were like, "We decided to go in a different direction."
Oh.
Okay. Well, so let me ask you this then: is there something here recently that you tried out for that you were like bummed out? I mean, you talked about that one, but is there something else, man, that like you really wanted to get and it just
Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle. What is that?
First Mexican superhero. For DC. Yeah. George Lopez.
What? You tried? Who did?
I auditioned for the uncle to George Lopez's role. And they went with George Lopez. I was bummed out. That one.
I guess.
And then National Treasure. Wow. They have a series coming out, National Treasure.
Yes.
And I auditioned for the dad. The little girl's dad. It was such an emotional scene. It was a beautiful scene, and I thought I was like, but see, this is what I mean. Everything aligns to what the universe has in store for you. So I auditioned for those two right before I auditioned for Power. If I would have booked one of those, then I wouldn't be on Power.
You wouldn't be able to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Hey. Now, let me ask you this. Hearing that George Lopez got it and hearing that the other role's a father, do you think if you were a little older, you would have had a better chance?
Yeah, most definitely. I think so.
Interesting.
And then you
all right. So wait, the new National Treasure girl,
right?
No, that's what I'm asking. Who's that?
The Miguel from Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
He got casted on that. He plays the main superhero. Yeah, and I
is he gonna? Is this a movie or a series?
It's a movie, and it's still slated to come out. You know how WB is axing all their movies right now? That one's safe for now.
For now, okay. It's not gonna be Batman or Batgirl. I mean, Batgirl. Not gonna do the Batgirl on that one. Yeah, man, come on. It's like we got a few Latinos in there. Let us get it. Let us finish the movie, man.
Yeah. It was a little piece of shit, man. You know.
And then the new person for National Treasure, then she's a Latina.
Yep. She's a Latina.
Oh.
The Indiana Jones one, yeah, she's a Latina.
I love those movies with Nicolas Cage, bro. I totally.
Those were great, bro. You know what?
Yeah,
I love Nicolas Cage, and I think given the opportunity, he could still deliver good movies. Just he had money trouble, and
I just watched that the massive weight of talent, whatever, dude. That movie was badass.
He was at his best. I thought he was hilarious, but the movie kind of lost me. It was, the whole plot line. I think he was great, but I was just like, I was like, okay, it was a little wacky. It was a little wacky, but the dude's a phenomenal actor, man. He's a phenomenal talent.
Once again, we introduced Enrique to Face Off. For God's sake, bro. Face Off is
you hadn't seen Face Off?
Thank you.
Manny, let me break it to you down. Let me just let you know, just put it out there. I have not seen much, okay? Let's just put it out there.
Really, we're from a town where the population was 10, huh?
Born in East LA, but I just didn't have TVs growing up. I just,
so then I thought you guys would make fun of him because he moved away to a little small town.
No,
I did, but I did as well. But I was a lot older by then. By the time I moved away, but yeah, I just didn't see much. I mean, my parents from Mexico. They were at work all the time. We barely had a TV. If you know,
guys' entertainment.
My dad would go rent movies. And you know what it was too is.
Tome dos, tome tres.
But I grew up with a lot of cousins around me, like literally next door to me. So if we weren't in school, if we were home, we were outside playing. There was like 10 of us around the same age, and we were just always running around doing stuff. I was never somewhere watching TV really growing up until, you get much older, and then I would hear about stuff. I would never watch it. I didn't have parents that would be like, hey dude, go check this out, or even uncles or cousins or anyone. Yeah, nothing like that. So I missed out on a lot of stuff growing up.
Sounds like my wife. What did you do when you were little? Went to the swap meet in the park?
Yeah.
You didn't go to Disneyland? No. I didn't go to Disneyland. I had 8 fucking siblings. Like,
yeah, for reals, bro. Like, how am I gonna get to Disneyland with fucking 8 of us and shit? Like, what's going on? Hey, Johnny, you back, baby? What's going on? You good?
Here's the thing. This thing records in the background, so I've been pretending I can listen to this whole conversation. I'm just like, oh yeah. That's great.
Abarca was doing great acting. He was like, oh, yeah, that was good.
I thought you took
all right, we're glad we got you back, though. You should have seen, man. Manny did a scene from the show. He was in tears, bro. Like,
I'll have to watch this episode. That's fine.
There you go, man. That's cool.
So, Manny, hold on. Look, Ivan had mentioned earlier that you were under contract for Power. What are we looking forward to here? Are we looking forward to multiple seasons of your character in it?
Yes,
his own spinoff.
That you are at least 2.
Cool.
I know I'm coming back next season. And we'll just see how it goes. Like I said, you know, even if I become a fan favorite, which is being projected, they could kill me 2-3 episodes in.
So do we know what your character is?
I can tell you. My character is the main gangster who's the main pipeline to Chicago. The cartel. I work for the cartel. They supply me, and I supply Egan and Diamond, CBI, and all the other gangs in Chicago. And I'm a really, really bad dude. Really, really bad dude. Evil.
Dangerous, you might say.
Some might say a dangerous man.
Don't like calling me dangerous. Yes.
Nice.
Okay, that's crazy. So okay, now, again, I'm very. This is all crazy. I have a million questions, but you have a 6-season contract. Mm-hmm. That doesn't guarantee that you won't die in 6 seasons. Does that make any sense?
No guarantee. No guarantee I won't die in the first episode, season 3, and then I'm unemployed.
Whose balls do you have to juggle to not get killed? Is there somebody you're like, hey, man,
right? I'm still trying to figure
the showrunner.
Yeah, they all got braces, dog. Who do you have to go to to talk about like that?
Yeah, I'm like Miklo on Blood In, Blood Out. Just lay back, like it.
Trying to be a good guy on set, right? Remember me when you're trying to kill me. Remember me as a person. Interesting.
Yeah,
man.
so there's no guarantee.
That's wild, dude. That's crazy, man.
There is no guarantee.
That's cool. That's crazy.
The important thing, and that's what I like about this series, and I liked about the original Power, is that it's about the storyline. We love you. You're great. We thank you for being here, but you got to FO. One of the things we say on set, you got to FO. You got to fuck off now. You're done.
Have you met 50?
No.
I'm just saying.
I heard he's coming Monday. And if he shows up Monday, Joseph Sikora is going to have a car come pick me up. So I can go meet 50.
Hey! Yeah. That's fucking cool,
That's
man.
cool.
Because he's about to go on a Europe tour. He's going to do a tour in Europe.
Okay. That's awesome.
If you do get to meet him, send Ivan the picture and we'll post it right
You got
here.
it? Yeah.
And here. I like you did there. Enrique, you did it to yourself this time. I enjoyed it.
I did. I'll be happy to post it. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Send us any pics you want from on set, bro. It's honestly, Tommy, anybody like that, man, we'll for sure throw them up there, man. Hey, we didn't blow up like you did over the year and a half, but like I said, we big in Asia, dog. Asia loves us, bro.
That's dope, bro.
We're doing this podcast just so as your career evolves, man, we'll keep bringing you back.
We're riding along, bro.
We're here for you.
Yeah. When you bring your Oscar and you're like, hey guys, I won this. Be like, man, remember, dog? Remember?
I'm going to do a podcast right before the Oscars. I'm going to win, you see?
There you go. We'll take it, bro. We'll take it. Well, there's my question. How much does a guy that gets you water get paid? Should I change my job? I'll get you all the water you want, dog. How much do they get paid?
I have no idea. I'm assuming a little more than minimum wage.
Damn, never mind. Then I'm back out, bro. Look,
Manny, get your own water.
I know, fuck this, man. I'm back. Fuck this, man.
Can you bring me some water? I don't pay me enough.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, man. Well, look, whenever you make your movies and you need 4 people that do podcasts, just remember these beautiful mugs. And we'll jump in, but we'll make it work, dude. Whatever. We'll make it work for sure. You know what's funny is my son, who's fucking annoyingly right next to me right now, is pissed off because nobody believes that one of his friends doesn't believe that he knows you, bro, at school, dude. And he's like, dude, I know that dude from Cobra Kai. And he's like, fuck, no, you don't. He's like, he was in my backyard, bro. I swear to God, him and my dad were drunkenly singing songs. I was there with them, all this shit. So it's funny, but the guy don't believe it, bro. Yeah, there you go. All right? Next time you're over. That's him. That's him right there, bro. That fool that's drunk with my dad in the backyard, that's Manny. That's
here's my birth certificate.
You ain't shit. Bro, come on. That's funny. That's funny, man. You're like, some might say my father's a dangerous man. That's what he's going around or whatever. That's awesome. Well, look, man, we're glad to hear it, dude. We'll have you back again. You're the 2-time. We'll make you the 3-time. We'll make you the 3-time. But now it's the real reason why we're here. To talk about the greatest fucking sequel of all time, goddammit. And we'll be back after this break. And that was the trailer to Best of the Best 2. Before you hit him with the back of the box, Abarca, this movie is so big that we had to make things happen to just be able to watch this movie because it was available nowhere. Like, this shit, man, they found the treasure in National Treasure better and quicker than they were able to find a fucking copy of this goddamn movie. Hey, yo, Abarca.
All right.
Hit him with the back of the box.
After the defeat of the Korean national karate team in competition, which I have beef with because they're Taekwondo.
True. Facts. Mm-hmm. Facts.
Alex, Tommy, and Travis have established a martial arts studio in Las Vegas. For extra money, Travis fights in an underworld arena, which leads to his death at the hands of the vicious German Brackus. Seeking revenge, Alex and Tommy attack Brackus, scarring his face, and then flee to the desert. Furious, Brackus orders his men to find and kill them. This movie is directed by Robert Radler. Stars Eric Roberts as Alex, Philip Rhee as Tommy, Chris Penn as Travis, Sonny Landham as James, Edna. It changed. My phone keeps changing stuff. So like sometimes we'll do the Asian names. It changed the little boy's name to Edna Gross, but I don't know. Maybe
Eden.
Maybe they are it's Eden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eden Gross as Walter, Wayne Newton as Weldon, Meg Foster as Sue, and Ralph Moeller as Brackus.
Fucking Wayne Newton, bro.
Fucking Wayne Newton's in this movie, bro. We usually do it this way, but we have a guest. Hey, Manny, what'd you think of this movie? Yes! Oh, I thought you wanted the Sam Elliott pubic hair from Roadhouse, but okay, you're talking about the hair on top of his head, not the one down there. Again. Yes. Yeah. 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 But I enjoyed this fucking movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was good. All right. Every up has to have a down. Enrique, what did you think of this movie?
I would agree that this is better than the first one.
Yes.
I think they made up for his hair by showing us his beautiful abs. Hello.
Time out, Enrique.
Hello, Eric Roberts. Like, what the fuck?
Time out, Enrique. Time out. Since you've been gone, Manny, we have a top 5 girl list and a top 5 guy list. Stevens and Enrique, they are completely on the guy list. Please, Stevens, tell me that Eric Robert makes it to the top 5 guy list after this movie.
No.
No? Wow.
What? There's something about him
Stevens.
I can't get past. I'm sorry. I apologize.
His
He looked good.
great hair.
He looked good. I know. Not for me.
Is
How
it
many
his fighting
shots of the
stance from the
chesticles?
first one?
I think there's a little holdover of that fighting stance. I kept waiting for that to make an appearance so that I could give you crap, but he didn't do it. So
Here we go. Well, I'm going to give you something. Hot take. Eric Roberts throws the best clothesline in movies in the game. He did it again real quick where he's just walking and he just shoots his arm out. He throws the best fucking clothesline ever in the movie. They did it in the first one at the Cowboy Bar. He did it again.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, I have to say, I really
Cool.
enjoyed the story in this movie. And I felt like the movie had really good pacing.
He's up, but I still didn't like this movie.
But
Here goes a but.
but fucking Well,
What?
the fucking Wayne Newton, he's just in it too much for me.
Wayne
You have
Newton
to
has
put
done a
Wayne
few
Newton in the
movies
movie.
before.
I thought he was just gonna be the dude announcing the fights, and he would just show him. But he was like the dude. And I'm like,
He was the bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't care for Brackus. And the way they hype him up at the beginning of the movie, introducing blah, blah, blah as Brackus. And I'm like, he was too stiff. He's got that big guy thing where
he was
Tommy,
he was a poor man Drago, right? Just like,
but like where oh, Tong Po, baby.
Tong Po.
Yeah, dude. But Tong Po looked good when he was fighting.
yeah.
Yeah. He was like the eighth version of it. Okay. Because I will tell you where I think Dolph Lundgren works in Rocky because it's just boxing and you just have to show this. It's so much harder in a martial arts movie, I think, because you're kicking, you're jumping, you're punching. And dude, I will tell you, Tommy's a badass, bro. Like, he's so good in this movie. Like, you know, and it's just like, how do you make him look good next to Tommy where he's so stiff and like, rah, rah, you know? And it's just kind of like, you know? Tommy's amazing in this movie.
Tommy Lee.
Yeah, he's good. Okay, so spoiler here. I don't know how to say this without getting in trouble, but I will tell you that the reporter does not make the top 5 women list. That's all I'm gonna say. And if we had a bottom 5, she might be the one.
Wow.
Yeah, what happened?
Anybody
there?
disagreeing?
Is it the eyes? Like the eyes are too blue?
No.
No, like,
well,
okay. I
I'm
feel
always
like her
afraid-
eyes are too blue. You're only focusing on those eyes. And like they don't go with that lady. Like when she was being made, it messed it up.
Damn.
Is she a character in the first movie, or is this something that we gets introduced to us in this one?
Oh, wait, hold on. Abarca just questioned her genetic makeup. That's what he said when they were making her.
Well,
because she has red hair.
She's red haired.
Right?
She's Caucasian, but she's kind of tanned. And then the blue eyes, like very bright eyes.
Nah, dog. She from like Boyle Heights and she got blue contacts.
No, she's not.
But I think, what I'm saying is, I don't think those eyes are real, bro.
I know. So it like throws it throws it off.
Yeah, blue
she's
is
from
an
like
interesting choice.
Wyoming or Montana or something
She was.
like that.
I could tell you. Those
Steven.
are her. Those are her real eyes, and she was born in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Ah, well, look, we're half right.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Not really, but
She's basically not from California. Is that what it is?
Exactly.
That's what it is? Okay,
Exactly.
interesting. Okay. Is that what
Listen,
you're saying?
she's a Minnesota 10.
Yeah, she's a Minnesota 10, baby. That's what she is. But in LA, she's like a -6. Okay, that was my thing. Okay, what did we think? Tan guapo yo, ¿verdad? What did we? Oh no.
we lost
Oh
them.
no!
Yeah, we lost him. Well, we'll get him back right now. I'm sure he'll jump in. The laughter was so strong that it ripped the cord out of the
So
wall.
I was really wondering about that character though. Now that we're on that character, was she in the? She wasn't in the first one.
No.
So this
No,
is a
'cause-
love interest introduced in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had a girl last one, right? The book.
they got
mom.
separated. Yeah.
She died.
Exactly.
No, it's just she died.
Oh yeah, she died.
That's right.
Yes, that's what it is.
She didn't have a 6 month a 6-season
Your
contract. So she died.
bro. She did, but best of the best doesn't play. It's all about the story. Okay, what did you guys think of the kid? I didn't mind him.
I like that he wasn't good at fighting. And
Yeah.
Manny.
It threw
We got
me
you,
out.
Manny.
Sorry.
All right,
I got
go ahead.
addicted.
We're talking about the kid.
Okay.
So go ahead, Enrique. Sorry.
so yeah, so he's not good in the movie, right? And his character, he fails at the final test or whatever.
The test. Uh-huh.
And it's great because he is not good. He's a good actor.
The kid
Yeah.
was a good actor.
He wasn't the best of the
He
best.
wasn't. No. But yeah, as an actor, like the role that he played, the character he played, well, he was great. He was good.
And little side note, Abarca, we know the little girl from that one scene that maybe you could throw it up there or not. But what's this whole thing? Where did they film this?
Oh, this is films. That school scene is filmed somewhere here in Kern County or
In
like
Wasco, no?
Or yeah, like it's the next thing. Yeah.
Really?
So when little Walter grabs his bike,
Mm-hmm.
there's a girl. That's our buddy's wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's wild.
snap.
Yeah, so they went to Wasco,
and you can
bro.
see like someone's telling her something, and she's like, "Get." It's like grab the bike. Oh, okay.
So I heard she got a 6-year contract from Best of the Best, and she's just waiting for
waiting
like
for the third,
get the call back. Oh no, there is third, fourth, like, right? Stevens?
Yes.
There's a third, right?
Oh, we're saving that for you, Manny. Don't worry about this. We're gonna take this trip together, bro. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Really?
Okay,
What do you got,
so
No, I don't know. How far does it go, Stevens?
There's remakes.
I'm not looking at that because the kid is in the same. This is the same kid from original. So he's only in 2 though. So he doesn't keep going himself. But fun fact, he is the good guy doll voice in Chucky 3, Child's Play 3.
Ooh.
Oh, that man kept working then. Like he found a way to keep working.
Yeah.
Then he stopped in '99. Hasn't done anything since. So there you go.
Hey, look, he made that Best of the Best money, and he's good,
That best
bro.
that Chucky money and said, I'm retired.
Hey, he's done. He's like,
So
I'm
let
done,
me
bro.
let me look at how many sequels.
Yes,
there are.
please. Okay, so I like the kid. I didn't mind him. Okay, so we talked about it already, Enrique. So you didn't like Wayne Newton's character at all?
No, I just felt like if we could have had another, a different character, character actor that kind of plays those kind of roles, like I think would have been better. Because I feel like the whole time I'm like, that's Wayne Newton. It's Wayne Newton. It's fucking Wayne Newton. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not buying that he's a fucking badass sending people to get killed off. Like, it's fucking Wayne Newton, bro. Like,
He has that
he is,
smile,
like, at that time,
that,
he's
like half smile all the time. Yeah.
and he's like Las Vegas royalty at that time. So who better than to be running the underground shit right now?
Spoiler alert, I think this was filmed in Reno. It was filmed in Vegas. Similar to Puerto Rico and Mexico and Cobra Kai. I think this was filmed in Reno. I'm going to tell you that right now. That did not look like Vegas. Or that's old Vegas.
No, that is old Vegas.
Is it old Vegas, you think, for sure, though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You see the golden nugget?
Listen, this is how movies work. I shoot the outside, and then I shoot the inside. They don't have to be in the same spot.
You have to be in the same spot. That's true.
So there are 4 movies altogether.
All right.
Wow.
We got you at least 2 more
man.
tours, Manny.
We got 2 more podcasts.
We got you. We got you for a 2-year contract extension. We're giving you a 2-year contract extension.
Sure.
After that, we're going to have to renegotiate after that.
We're going another 6.
There is so many wild lines in this movie. The shit that people say in this movie, fucking, I love every single second of it. I love when, our boy Neil Diamond is introducing the bad guys and he's like, they'll kill their mothers. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they'll run over a nun.
There was a really weird in the helicopter at the end where he's like, don't touch me. I was like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from?
He's like, don't you touch me.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, whoa, where did that come from?
I don't know what that character's name is, but he's the guy with the headset. Every scene that man's in, he's overacting.
Yeah.
Like, they just show him on camera, he's like every time he's on, it's over, bro. Like,
It's all over the top.
He went for it. He went for it for sure.
What do we think of the whole Native American spin? I liked it. Tommy to go see his grandma.
Were they his adoptive parents or like grandparents, or
They never said. Eric Roberts
I could see that working. You know what I mean? I could see that working. Like, his dad got here, married a...
But Tommy's not Native American, right?
No.
Is he?
Right?
Is he like a quarter?
I thought he was Korean.
Yeah, he's Korean, right? So then something happens along the way.
His father marries a Native American. I mean, it could happen.
Something happens. Okay.
I mean, it could happen, right? But I don't think it ever.
White women
They
marry all
don't
the
really
Native
let us know.
Americans now, you know, that have money.
That's
You know what I mean?
right.
I mean, yeah. It's just they just don't do a good job of kind of giving us a quick rundown of kind of why
right. No,
that's his brother and what, like, yeah.
I like the brother character.
That
Yeah,
happens
he
a
was
lot. You know what I mean? They throw something in there, and I don't even think it was affirmative action at that time because they were just like, oh, this looks good and this looks good. We'll put it together. You know, nowadays it's like, let's diversify everything. So that's why you got, you know, a Mexican with a white woman or a black man with a Mexican woman. And I don't think it was that them trying to diverse the movie. I think it was just a movie. A movie put together and they were like, okay, put it together. And after they filmed it, they were like, well, what's the backstory behind that? How is grandparents Native American? Who cares? The 90s.
Because Abarca, it's just one line, right? Abarca, he just looks over. That's his
but
grandma.
he doesn't finish the line. They're like, wait, he's Indian or something like that, and he's like, I'll tell you later. Or you know, he's like, that's his grandma. I'll tell you later. And we never get the later.
Do we get this in part 3 or
Part
what?
3, bro.
I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm intrigued.
To break it down in part 4, you find out.
So I like
seen in part
James's
4.
character.
Hey, he married this person. Oh, okay, cool.
That's all it's gonna be. Did he marry somebody?
That's all it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. I like James. That whole story with him being like a fighter, but then he had an accident, and then now, because we all have somebody like that in our family. Like every single one of us has the dude that was doing well, and then something happened, and now he's basically the one everybody's like, oh dude, your Theo, oh dude, your cousin, oh dude, your whatever it is, right? And it's just kind of cool that he got a little bit of a redemption. It kind of hurt when he got shot though. I feel bad for his character.
Talk about out of nowhere.
Yeah. He's
he's going to help him escape. Nope. Squib.
Yeah. They similar to Power, they kill people in the best of the best series, guys.
Whatever makes the story.
You know? but that was out of nowhere, though.
6,000 followers. I don't care. Done.
That's what it is. That's crazy. So Abarca, that little scene in the middle with all the gunfighting, that was a little out of nowhere, right?
That just out.
It was uncalled for. Yeah. I didn't think they would go find them in the middle of the reservation.
Yeah.
But then once he's in the actual suit, the white clothes, you're like, oh, squibs. They're coming up.
Oh, that's why he's in all white. So it just pops the red.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. But that kind of sucked, man. But I still don't understand what Brackus did to him in his stomach that caused him not to ever be able to fight anymore.
Like this.
Because it just looks like a belly scratch. It looks like a
so how dare you try to fight me?
It looks like he gave him a C-section, bro. That's what Brackus did to James, is he gave him a C-section. He
gave him a tummy tuck.
He gave him a tummy tuck, bro. He made him look a little sexier. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I enjoyed the fighters that people had to fight before they got to Brackus almost better than Brackus, to be honest.
It was Brackus fighting.
They had some good dudes. Yeah, but I like the guy with the hair and the whole, he had nunchucks. Yeah, he was cool. The wrestler, I believed was a wrestler. Like he was built like a stocky, short dude. Like everybody was good, man.
There's a boxer, right? Too.
The boxer, the guy from Paris, France or whatever. Yeah, I like that. And I like that the character, the guy that gets killed, Penn, like he would be the one that goes and does that. Cause he was that cocky cowboy that could beat everybody. So it all worked. It all kind of clicked for me. This is a scene I have a question about.
Okay.
Why was Eric Roberts so mad at the reporter? That
she should be investigating his friend's death, even though she barely makes the sports desk or whatever.
She's a sports lady. Like, how is she supposed to start investigating his death?
Well, did he want her to talk about it on the news or something? Or
I have no idea.
Here's the angle. He is a recognized sports athlete, right? He was on the American, and this one it's the karate team.
Karate champion, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's the only reason I feel that he wanted her to talk about it. But
put
again,
it out there. Let it
like that
if
makes
she
noise.
was the weather girl. Yeah.
But he went real hard. And he like brought up Walter and he was like, Walter, I saw him die. I'm like, what is she supposed to do?
It's Walter's failure too. I'm like,
what? Best actor in this movie. Best actor in this movie, the pervert.
Oh my God, yes.
That
hey kid,
yeah,
you need a ride home? He checks out his butt. He's like, oh.
That came out of nowhere too. What the fuck?
Yeah, nah. When you walk the streets of Vegas, dog, that comes out of everywhere,
I guess.
bro.
I mean, I guess, but it's, I don't know.
Especially in Reno? That's what happened in Reno, fool. That's what happened.
Don't walk alone in Reno.
Don't walk alone, because I believe that motherfucker was a pervert. Like, I believe that dude was a pervert, bro. It was wild, man. But okay, what did you think of the fighting in this Manny? What did you think? Like the fighting was
I thought
good.
the fighting was great. I thought it was way better than the first one. I can tell you that. I really enjoyed the fight scenes. Besides Ruckus, I really enjoyed everything else. I mean, it was action packed. Like the first one, I think it was more of a storyline, and this one, the timing, the adrenaline, everything was there.
I like that they brought the Koreans back too. Like, that was kind of cool. Like, whatever you need, we got you. I'm like, oh, they're coming back.
Did he fight? Did that guy end up doing anything?
Yeah, when they're in the club.
Oh, okay.
They're his backup. They're Eric Roberts' backup.
I guess for a minute I thought that maybe he would be the one, because he wanted to fight the guy, right? The main guy, Brockus.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Blood
that
for
line.
blood.
I love that line where he's like, you ready to get your suit dirty? He's like, what about you? It's a rental. It's just so fucking cool, bro. Like, I love that. Cause he was all white. So it looked cool. Like, it was awesome, man. It was dope.
About those 90s and 80s movies, those one-liners, dude. They don't do that anymore. That's what made those movies.
That's what I told my son. I go, dude, when you watch a good 90s movie, 80s movie, action movie, they have to say something. There has to be a come with me if you want to live.
Yeah.
There has to be
Commando,
like, you know, like
when he's holding the short guy in the yellow Porsche from his foot, and he's like, "You promised. You said you're going to kill me last," and he goes, "I lied." You know, like it's memorable. Those are things that you don't forget.
Well, it's stuff that we grew up saying. Like we still say a lot of those one-liners from those movies. Like it becomes part of the vocabulary.
Well, like even in Cobra Kai, it's funny when the guy is driving away in the car, he says, "Come with me if you want to live," and it's just like Stingray. Stingray says that, and you're like, they're still using those lines. So yeah, they had a lot of them.
And that's what I liked about
they had a little line.
Like all those one-liners, they were amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I like introducing Hammer. I thought he was a rapper, but what do I know? Like, that's what he do now. Like, what the? Yeah, it was one of the. Dude, okay. Do you guys believe this is facts? And if you have, don't admit it because we might get in trouble. Do you believe that there is tournaments like this happening, like around the world?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like in Thailand. I think so.
Like to the death?
Oh yeah. I know.
Would you be able to watch that?
I used to work.
Oh, here we go. Yes.
You asked the right guy.
Offloading new cars from the trains. His name was Paulie. He was from Guam. And growing up, he was a teenager. His grandfather used to make him go into these underground pits and fight. And I mean, fight to the point where just not necessarily death, but it was brutal.
Close.
How old was he when he was doing
I
this?
think he started doing it at 16, 17. Yeah. His grandfather would take him in there and he'd be fighting grown men.
Dude, I got punched one time and I was like, stop. I was like, what are you
Don't
doing?
do that.
Like, let's talk about it. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Use your
What the
words.
fuck is wrong with you? We're not animals. Like, wow, dude, that's wild, bro. Fuck. Could you guys watch that? Like, honestly.
Don't you watch it already?
Nah, bro. No,
It's
MMA
UFC,
and boxing is no, dude. There's rules, bro. Like
But
very rare
You're
people
talking
pass away.
about dudes out and you're just bam.
Yeah, I mean it's the next level.
And you're watching
But
this
it's
guy
that
say,
level, though, bro.
No, I know it is the next level for sure. But I mean,
I don't think like Anderson Silva's grandpa took him to a championship fight and told him you have to fight for the belt, right? Like what I'm saying is these guys have made choices they've trained their whole lives to like be
and
like
it's
to be
humane.
this,
I mean,
these guys.
you watch the dude get hit in the face, he falls cold, they wave you off. You know what I mean? And in those fights, the guy just jumps on you and it just keeps going, and guy's already out. I mean, I don't know if I.
It would be.
I mean, I watch.
Yeah,
Well, that's the
rough.
thing.
I watch like.
That's the thing. If you
on YouTube, and I'm just like,
No, hell, I can't
I'm
even
like,
watch
why
that
can't I
crap,
turn
bro.
away?
No.
I'm like, look away, look away.
Damn, man. Yeah, it's because you're a dangerous man. That's why, that's why you can't turn away. What were you gonna say, Enrique?
Well, I think, I mean, for me, I mean, it would almost be harder to, like, if you ever find yourself in the audience of one of those events, it would be harder for me, like, seeing all these people, like, getting enjoyment out of knowing, like, they're betting for somebody to die. Like, I'd be more scared of the people around me. Like, these fuckers are some weirdos over here, man. Like, what the fuck?
And
Like, the people fighting, they're just, yeah, like, they don't have to be there. The people fighting are almost being, like, they probably have no other choice. These people have a choice to be here, and they've decided, like, yeah, I want to go, and I want to bet a lot of money to see somebody die. Like, what the fuck? That would be more scary to me.
But okay, so before the podcast, the talk was about the fight,
Canelo fight.
the Canelo fight. But so we still see Canelo as a person. I think the moment you don't start thinking of these as people, and it's just a way of making money, that's where you're removed from it, and you're like, I could see 14 people get killed today, and it's fine for me as long as I make my money. Right?
Well, yeah, dude.
I'm
We've
getting
had
that
all
rush.
those. We've had all those, like, you know, like Muhammad Ali, for God's sakes, my youngest son is named after him. And it's like, seeing them at the end. And it was heartbreaking, you know, like when like what ended up happening to him because of like the fight. So you're still seeing him as a person, like you said. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Cause you know, look, I want my guy to win, but you never want to see the other person.
No, of course not.
To where he can't come back from it, you know? And my dad's told me stories of like, when certain fighters I go back and look at it, like lost their life in the ring, and that's wild.
You remember your dad ever tell you about Gabriel Ruelas? He was what? Yeah,
the brother. There was two brothers, the Ruelas brothers, right?
Rafael was okay, but Gabriel was like, he was going to be great, and then he killed that fighter and never recovered.
And he was never the same after that. He never could box after that.
I think like the next 4 fights.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the Ruelas brothers. I remember those guys. Long, lanky, skinny Mexican kids. Yeah.
He was on.
They were coming up around the De La Hoya time.
Yeah. De La Hoya knocked out Rafael.
Yes. Side note, DAZN's going to have a whole little documentary on De La Hoya. He said it was cool in the little preview. It's like, I was Mexican enough till I had to fight Chavez. And it's a whole documentary about like him having to fight Chavez and how people like hated him and stuff.
Man,
and I'm like,
watch that.
Yeah, you're right. Cause I did, fool. I did hate you. I was like, Chavez was my boy, bro. But like, and he's like, he taught us like, he's like, I wanted to destroy him because I wanted people to see that I was Mexican. I was like, ooh, so it's going to be on DAZN.
Oh, nice.
It looks like it's going to be pretty solid right there. Yeah, that's a good one coming out. For a event that has no rules, they remind us of this like multiple times. There was a lot of rules. You had to fight for
and I
dudes.
loved it.
You loved it. You had to fight 4 people to get to the main guy. There was bow staff fighting for no reason.
Yeah, unannounced, right?
They're in the middle of a fight and these ladies just come out with staffs and I'm like, whoa, what? Why did Sean Penn not get to the bow staff? He wasn't good enough? Maybe
because he ran his mouth and Brackus was like, I'll fight you. I'll fight the fight.
So Sean Penn didn't have to go through all the levels because Brackus was just pissed and wanted to fucking.
Yeah, which is weird because they're all in the green room and they're like, I want that fucker over there. I'm gonna beat his ass. and he's like, bro, I'm literally right here trying to join my club.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, that might have been one of the wackest nightclubs I've ever seen in my life, bro. The amount of like this that was happening in there, bro. There was a lot of that going on in there, bro.
There is an elderly gent in every dance scene.
Really?
And he is going at it. He's like,
I mean, there was a lot of stiffness in this club. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a lot of
the leg part.
The leg.
Everything else, the top was except the legs.
Yes. It was all top, no bottom. It was a lot of this.
It's like the washing machine broke.
In the bottom, man. Hey, going back to the Native American thing, I'm jumping around. I love the spirit world thing. It reminded me of Young Guns. I love when they're smoking the peyote and they're tapping into I love that. I love that, man. I thought that was cool. It reminded me of Young Guns, so I love that stuff. I really did like this movie. So I was surprised. I will tell you, Enrique, I thought I was going to hate this, or I thought it was going to be like,
Well, you went in with low
ride.
expectations and
I did. And that's what it was. You're right. It made it better for that reason. Okay. Here we go. Enrique, would you tell people to watch this movie?
yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, if you watch the first one, I mean, like I said, I think we all agree this is better. So,
Oh. Manny, would you tell people to watch
I
this
would
movie?
tell them if they haven't seen either one, skip the first one and just watch the second.
Oh, okay. All right. Abarca, would you tell people to watch this movie?
Yes, this movie is unapologetically fun and it knows what it is and it doesn't stray from that.
Yeah, it does. It does. Stevens, would you tell people to watch this movie?
It was fun. It was better than the first one.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. Yeah.
Yes, I would tell people to watch this movie. If for nothing else, the fucking clothesline Eric Roberts lands in this movie is so clean, guys. I'm telling you, if you didn't see it, go back. We have it anyways. We're going to have it for the rest of our life. It's there. That clothesline is money, bro. Like his clothesline in these two movies are money. I would tell you that. Okay. Stevens, can you tell us our top 10 list? Because I don't know. I'm feeling it.
oh, shut up.
Top 10
Really?
list. Yes, I do want to hear a top 10 list, Stevens. Get ready. Go. What do we got?
All right. At number 1, you have Fearless. Number
Okay.
2 is Enter the Dragon. Number 3 is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 4 is The 36th Chamber of Shaolin. Number 5 is Legend of the Drunken Master or Drunken Master 2. Number 6 is Way of the Dragon. Number 7 is Crippled Avengers.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oof.
Number 9 is Fist of Fury. Is it gonna bump that off? That's what And number 10, you have Baby Assassin.
Baby Assassins. Hey, Maddie, real quick, have you seen, and I'm going to say the title wrong, Stevens, Everything, what is it?
Everything Everywhere All
No.
at Once.
Have you seen that, Manny? Dude, they're all good, but that one, bro, is a newer one. Michelle Yeoh, you got to check it out, bro.
Everything. Here, let me take that down. Everything, everywhere,
Yeah.
all at once.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I cannot describe it to you because I don't even know where I would start.
Yeah, there's no way of describing this. Just hold on, strap in,
Yeah,
and
strap
go
it
on
on,
the fucking
maybe?
ride.
I mean,
yeah.
You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you're gonna see great martial arts. It's
All
cool.
right. I'm going to watch that.
Check that one out, man. Check that one out. Okay. All right. Okay. Honestly, does anybody want to put this in their top 10 by any chance? Anybody? Abarca?
I would, but you know what it didn't do?
What did it do?
At the end of this movie, the ending of this movie should be the little kid breaking the block. And it didn't give us that.
They didn't go back to that. That's
You just
true.
took Enrique's spot from what he does, man. But like, here, Enrique, we're not putting it in the top 10. Did you want to ask us something, Enrique?
How could this be better?
Sean,
What do you guys
think
think?
anything you could do to make this better?
Not really.
He's such a bitch. He's such a bitch. For me to make it better, I would have had James make it all the way to the end. Not necessarily fight Brackus, but maybe like be in the corner kind of and tell Tommy something like, remember I taught you this. And that's how Tommy defeats Brackus. And then their family kind of has that closure. You
And
know,
a different
I
actress playing the reporter?
Oh, 110%. I don't even want to talk about that anymore because I'm afraid I'm going to like get booed online. But like, yeah, bro, like, come on, she was trash. I would have taken the big hair lady from Bloodsport.
Yeah.
She was probably available. Like I would have taken her.
You know,
I'm sure she was available. You know, like,
if Eric Roberts.
what would make it better, man? Ah,
Yeah.
long luscious hair for Eric
You know.
Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the fighting stance.
Yeah, in the fight.
Bring that back, and we would have been good.
Yeah.
Stevens, anything to make this movie better?
Sure. All of those things are good.
So one thing before, okay, Stevens, seriously, Eric Roberts doesn't make the top 10, top 5 sexiest guys? For real?
No, and I
From
don't
this
know.
movie?
No, I don't know what it is. There's something about him.
He looks like Julia Roberts?
No, because I don't see that either. But
Whoa.
He looks
you
just like
think
her.
that he looks? I know. I don't think so.
I think in the first one,
I
he
guess
looks
I
a
don't
lot
see
like
that. I don't
Julia
know.
Roberts because he has the long hair.
Yeah.
Is it the hair?
I think.
Okay.
Interesting.
I do like
You
him.
can see the resemblance.
He is more
but-
attractive. Yeah, see, I don't see it, but he is more attractive in this one than in the other.
Oh, they made
and he
sure.
doesn't do this dance, so that's a plus.
I wonder why we never see that in this. Because he fights.
Because
Why?
it's not good. That's why I didn't bring it back, bro. It's not good.
It's
You're
memorable
trying to piss
though.
me off, dog. You're trying to piss me off, Enrique. Look, the reason why is because he never fought in the Korean Championship of the world, dude. This is street fighting. There's no rules out here, dog. There's no
stance in
If he
street
would have fought
fighting?
brackets, guarantee you would have saw that stance. I'm telling you right now, you saw that stance, bro. He would have fought brackets. Brackets would have known brackets like what? ¿Qué? Like he would know what to do, fool. Like I don't know why brackets speak Spanish all of a sudden, but
So did no one have an issue with Wayne Newton like I did? Because that would be my main thing to make it better.
so you want somebody different though?
Yeah.
I didn't have an issue with
Vegas,
him, but
though.
I just kept thinking that's Wayne Newton.
Yeah.
Donkashay. I just kept hearing Donkashay in my head.
What?
There's so
What if
many
he's
of those
not the
dudes that
bad
just have
guy,
that face.
He's just the
like,
announcer. Would that have been okay?
that are just, you look at them and they're like, oh, that's a dangerous man right there. You know, we could have had one of those dudes and then keep Wayne Newton in the movie, but just have him be the guy that comes out and
Just the announcer.
Yeah.
just the announcer. And he maybe has a good, big role in the organization, but he's not the dude.
I always thought it was just Wayne Newton. I didn't know he had a name until the end of the movie. So in my in my version
Oh,
of the
really?
movie, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
here.
what Wayne Newton performs, and he's like, "All right, time to go to the Fight Club."
I didn't
That
know he was.
was my thought.
I didn't know he was a character in the movie till he was a guy. At the beginning, when he's just announcing, I really thought he was Wayne Newton announcing
Right.
his fight.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
that's what
I
I
get
thought.
you.
And then he's
I
like,
think
go
here.
kill that dude or take that fool out. And it's like, dude, you're Wayne Newton. What the fuck you doing? Like, what the fuck? It's Wayne Newton.
Hey, you don't. We're not here to judge Wayne Newton,
But-
man.
Hey, we don't know. What
I'm
he
just
does on the
saying, like,
streets,
Wayne
bro.
Newton wouldn't do that.
Wayne Newton. Hey, you don't know Wayne Newton like I know Wayne Newton. But
I don't. To be fair, full
Wayne Newton's
disclosure,
not
I
a
don't.
dangerous man, but he's a bad man.
He is a bad man in this movie. But yeah, I
That's what it
think,
is.
and I'm sure I can't think of any at the moment, but there would be other people that, and I think it would have made the movie better in my opinion, but, he's just Wayne Newton is too big of a known Vegas guy. Like I get it. Like you mentioned, Stevens, it takes place in Vegas and he is Vegas at that time. But he's almost too Vegas, too much.
No, here you go. This movie's better. We keep it Vegas. Siegfried and Roy. They're the bad guys in this movie. And they have a white tiger for, and he's just right there. They're like,
Yeah. Might as well.
David Copperfield is the bad guy in this movie.
Oh no. If you want a movie where David Copperfield is the villain, you have to watch. It's Jamie Lee Curtis and they're on a train.
Yeah, let me see what that's.
And David Copperfield's the bad guy?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wow. That's insane. All right. Well, Steven's looking for that. Enrique, where can they reach it? Where can they find us? Where can they let us know what's going on?
Check out our link tree, linktr.ee / Gung-Fu Super Bros. You can find the links to our podcast, to our social media, and to our voicemail, which is Abarca.
661-401-5941 or go to www.gungfusuperbros.com. Rate, review, leave a comment on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, YouTube, or wherever you listen or watch us. Jesus, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, I was passed out.
I had to burp, dude. And I'm
Hey,
holding
Steven.
the burp and then
I'm excited about next week. And Manny, this might be something you want to watch
Yeah.
too. Stevens, what are we watching next week?
Well, to answer the Jamie Lee Curtis train movie, it's
Okay.
Terror Train
Terror Train.
Terror
from
Train.
1980.
Whoa!
And he does that like 3 times.
I was
in the
born
movie.
that year.
Yeah.
All right. So Stevens,
Yeah.
what are we watching next week?
Next week we were watching RRR, the Hindi film on Netflix.
What? I feel like this
what?
movie's going to be amazing.
I heard, yeah. It's a 3-hour epic.
Is it?
Manny.
Have you
Three-
heard about
No.
this, Manny?
It's like the
Yeah.
biggest movie in the world, right? Abarca? Like,
Right now, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna check that.
It's like
So-
an epic. Oh, explain, Enrique, like you've watched it.
Well, if you got 3 hours to kill, Manny, it won't feel like 3 hours. I'll tell you that. It's
Oh,
that
yeah.
good. This movie, like, honestly, is fucking badass. You need to check it out. It's a movie. It's an Indian from India, the makers, and
Starring Indians.
starring Indians.
Yeah, they went
but
for
it's, dude, it's an epic story. yeah, dude, just it's a nice watch.
Okay.
So we recommend
I'm gonna
it.
check it out.
Yeah, check it out. But you need 3 hours. But it truly doesn't feel like 3 hours. Like, I'll be honest with you. Yeah. It's like they mushed 2 movies together.
It's on Netflix.
Nice.
It's on Netflix. Yeah. Yeah. Check it out, man. Well, look, two-time. You like a champ now. You're a 2-timer now, man. And you got 2 belts. We're going to send them your way. 2 belts, man. We appreciate you so much, Manny. We're so proud of you, man. Thank you. We're so proud of you, man. Keep doing big things. And like, again, we want to have that podcast before your Emmy. Then we want to have a podcast before the Golden Globe. And then we want the podcast before the Oscar.
We're going to do it.
We try to, Enrique said, we're trying to ride you all the way up, bro. That's what we're trying to do. Now. If your back hurts one day, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, that's because I'm carrying this fucking podcast. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. We're holding on. We're trying to make it happen. But dude, we appreciate your time, man. Really.
Yeah. Thank you, Manny.
Thank you, man. Thank you for inviting me and having me again.
All right, and when we do our trequels month, we'll have to invite you back, man. So best of the best 3. Hey, maybe it keeps getting better. We never know, dude. Who knows? All right, man. So thank you again, Manny. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
all right?
thank you.
All right, so Abarca, say bye.
Hey, mahalo, folks.
Enrique,
Bye.
the super producer Stevens,
Bye.
Manny, and remember, my name is Ivan. Love you guys. I always told Gus Smokey would kill him. Wu-Tang, bitch.